Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me? One person voting for Zetz already. This is going to be great. Oh, Zetz is here. I'm going to smoke you, Zetz. Just trust in that. You all want, I can do like a little question and answer for the next 6 minutes. Or however long it is. I don't know how high the latency is on this. I wonder if I can lower it, even. Do I have a favorite BL or lower to build with in ADV? Um, I mean, I would say that I think the best BL is Raikou and then Registeel afterwards. I don't necessarily love to build with Raikou. Um, I do like building with Registeel, but I guess I would say probably my favorite to build with is Vaporeon. I like bulky waters. They're very good. And then Vaporeon also is just one of the strongest water types on top of being quite bulky. So that's pretty good. For a Pokemon that would be even lower than UUBL, I think probably the most fun that I've had playing with a Pokemon would be Lunatone. It's kind of funny as a Calm Mind Passer. Have I tried the unofficial UUBL metagame? No, I have not. I'd probably ruin it by building like the ugliest stall team that I'd be allowed to. Chansey, Vaporeon, Umbreon. I don't know, Ludicolo? Who are the strong Pokemon in the UUBL metagame? I would imagine, like, what, Registeel, Raikou. Dragonite's probably good, right? Weezing. Yeah, I can see that. Weezing. Articuno? I think that's not true, Mom's dump truck. I think Articuno's probably not that good. Maybe it is though, actually, because you're. What are the scariest things for Articuno in OU? Tyranitar, Aerodactyl. You don't have that many great rock types. Well, actually, that might not be true. I don't know. Right? Rhydon might be a lot better. I guess the issue, right, is Articuno wants to be on like a Superman kind of team, but you don't have a great flying spiker in any tier that doesn't have Skarmory. I guess you could maybe like do like Quillfish or Amistar as your spiker. I don't know. I'd have to see what's going on with that. But now's about as good a time as any to go ahead and get started with the actual gaming. So, as fantastic a song as Craggy Coast is, we will be cutting it off short. And I will be pulling up the game. OBS over here. Put the live stream chat over here. Smeargle's kind of bad. Fortunately for you, Ronald Zeke is not here to slander you. All right. There we go. That was the smoothest transition you've ever seen in streaming right there. Who says we should delete the save file right now? If we don't have 5 likes in 1 minute, I'm deleting the save file. DRMNT Pib says we should just delete it right now. Delete it and play PMD Sky. What? All right, we got the 5 likes. Thank you. All right, we're gonna end this poll right now, and then we're gonna do a new poll. This is Blunder's strategy for getting likes on this stream. And we're going to see if it works. There we go. Let's continue. Last time we beat Zapdos, who is Where would you guys put Zapdos on the ADV viability rankings? I'm sure most of us would say top 10. Um, Unless ABR is joining us in the chat, and then you would put it 20th. Uh, I'm pouring myself a beverage. Not an adult beverage because I have work later. Around 6th? I think that's probably reasonable. Good morning, Tetra. Let's keep on doing good. Actually, I want to ask you something. I have work later? Yes. My job sucks. What do you think about what Zatsu said yesterday? Does it bother you? No. I'm nonchalant. Huh? It doesn't concern you? No, not night shift, split shift. It's even worse. The world might be destroyed. And how you became a Pokemon, Tetra, that's all supposed to be related. Oh, I get it. I wasn't thinking. You should be more worried than I am, Tetra. You're in the middle of this. Of course you're worried. I'm sorry, Tetra. I should have realized. Zatu said that the world would be ruined if nothing is done. I want to do something, but there's something I don't understand. So, the world's balance, what is it? Tetra, do you know? I don't know. Okay, I guess so. You wouldn't know. Dang, Zets. Questioning my ball knowledge. He's always doing that. If you've seen a replay of the week stream, always questioning my ball knowledge. But he's gonna know at some point this week that I know more ball than he does, and I'm gonna prove it in a battle. We're gonna have to figure out when we're gonna play that, though. I guess we'll just have to do what we can, one thing at a time. That's right. So what's going on with the job list? We have a bunch of Silent Chasm, some Mount Thunder. Okay. I think this is one of those days where we just get to do missions, which is great. Any crazy TMs? No. I'm looking for Flamethrower if we can get that. Huh? What are they chatting about? I'm the first gamer to be on ADV Battle of the Week twice. Is that true? I don't recall ever doing Battle of the Week. Hand the keys of the kingdom to you so that you can stream from my channel. You're not even a member and you're asking for all of that? That's crazy. I always thought that it was only a legend. But could it be true? I'm having a hard time believing it. Hi, what's happening? Well, you know the Ninetales legend? That old story? The Ninetales legend? What's that? What, you don't know? You know, it's the old fairy tale. You'll get cursed if you ever grab one of Ninetales' tails. All this time, everyone thought it was just a legend. I'm not doing my voices. Let me try to figure out a voice for Snubble right now. But lately, no, sorry, that's not a good way to start. Maybe I'll do like, plug my nose, right? But lately, there's been rumored that maybe it really happened. Well, it's still a mere rumor. But I wouldn't put too much stock into that story if I were you. Personally, I don't believe in rumors of that sort. Wow, Bellsprout is so unfazed. If you want to know more about the Ninetales legend, you should go see a Pokemon named Whiscash. He knows the story well. Whiscash is, you know, in his pond. You should visit him if you want to know more. Monofolium versus Jimothy, cool. You know, it's kind of interesting, right? Somebody asked me what my lifetime record is against Jimothy Cool, and it's 1-1. But Monofolium is 1-0. So I'll have to ask him how he stays so consistent. Snubble, it has been his nose has been obstructed for years of selective breeding. That's insane. Put all these gummies and link boxes away. I'm kind of saving the gummies for later on in the game. I don't think that there's... I guess I'll keep the power band. There's not much use for them right now. Well, I guess there could be if I wanted to improve my Pokemon's IQ. But I'm not guaranteeing that I'm sticking with Charmander throughout the entire post-game. I mean, probably for all the story stuff, but we'll see. I don't really want to get anything linked right now. Secret power? Do I want to... I'm not going to use that right now. I'll store that. Lantern HO on ladder, and it was funny or fun to go up against. I think H-Clat is the... I mean, I don't know if he's the Lantern guy, but he definitely has a Lantern team. Zets would know about that if he's still here, but I know he's not here because he's scared. He doesn't want to be in the presence of greatness for too long. It's too bad that I'm going to be away from my setup for a little while because I wanted to make some trash talking videos, but not going to be able to. So let's see. So we got some Mount Thunder here. UUBL is considering a Lantern ban. Interesting. Let's see. Mount Thunder, that's 1, 2, 3. So we're kind of at the same number of Mount Thunder and Silent Chasm. I think I'm going to delete this one. This is kind of tough. We're going to pass up on some of these Mount Thunders. Raikou should definitely be an OU-mon. I mean, it was an OU-mon at one point in ADV's history. But it is actually pretty good in OU. And I do think it probably deserves to be OU. I think Registeel as well. Ho ho ho! You wish to hear me tell an old folktale? Or folklore, bleh. Shoutouts to Taylor Swift, all the Swifties that are in the chat. I'm sure there are plenty of you. I'm not personally a fan, but don't unsubscribe if you are a fan. I'm not a hater. What was that? You wish to hear the Ninetales legend? Ho ho ho, fine then. Let me recount the tale. There once lived a Pokemon by the name of Ninetales. Now, Ninetales had many tails. Well, 9 of them to be certain. All of them imbued with psychic power. It was said that anyone so foolish as to touch a tail would be cursed for 1,000 years. But there was someone so foolish as to grab a tail. And it was a human. A human? Yes, a human. As one might expect, The human that grabbed the tail was subjected to a 1,000-year curse. However, just when the curse was cast, a Pokemon named Gardevoir shielded the human and sacrificed herself to absorb the curse. Why? Why would that Pokemon Gardevoir take a human's place? To Gardevoir, that human was her partner. So many jealous chatters right now. There exist strong bonds between humans and Pokemon. Okay. But humans aren't there good humans and bad ones too? Correct. To take pity taking pity on Gardevoir, Ninetales asked the humans this. Do you wish to save Gardevoir? It asked. But the human had already abandoned Gardevoir and fled. Ninetales became disillusioned with the human, and it made this prediction. That human will one day be reborn as a Pokemon. What? A human turn into a Pokemon? Yeah, where have you heard that story before? And when the human becomes a Pokemon, the world's balance will be upset. That is how the legend ends. Well, did you find it interesting? Aha! You found it so interesting, you're at a loss for words. Ho ho ho. There's no need to wear such a serious expression. Certainly some rumors say that the legend may actually be true. But it is only ancient folklore, nothing more. Did I like my own stream? Actually, let me tap in right now. I can do that from my casual viewing channel. Watching my own ads. I'm getting my own ad revenue up. If you feel the urge to hear my tale again, come see me, ho ho ho. And we could probably talk to him and see it again if we want. But we will not do that. Want to call it a day for now? I can't seem to get motivated today. This is the most Zets thing that has happened. I'm sorry for wanting to go home before we're done, but I just can't seem to get motivated. I guess it's because I heard that story. I'll go home and try to get some sleep. I'll see you tomorrow. This is so lame. Tetra, sorry. I started doubting you a little, Tetra, but I'm not going to worry anymore. I believe in you, Tetra, because you're a friend like no other, Tetra. You're a friend, like I'd never get again. Okay, Tetra, let's do our best tomorrow, like always. Well, that's the least Zets-like thing that has been said. Again. It's that dream again. I always see this silhouette. I don't think that's a silhouette. It's more like a hologram, but alright. Who could it be? Oh? It's saying something, but I can't quite make it out. It's clearer than it was before, but I'll try talking to it. Hello? Please, tell me. You. Who are you? I am Gardevoir. Gardevoir? I'm so glad, finally. I finally got to meet you. Finally met me? You knew me from before? What about me? I'm your... Oh, wait! Just a little longer. I want to know more. No, it's fading. Oh man, that's sad Charmander's pulling at the heartstrings. What a strange dream. It's the dream I always have, but it was clearer than it was before. I think I finally learned who that Pokemon was. That's it. Gardevoir. It was Gardevoir. Yesterday, Wishcast said, "Yes, a human. As one might expect, the human that grabbed the tail was subjected to a curse of 1,000 years. However, just when the curse was cast, a Pokemon named Gardevoir shielded the human and sacrificed herself to absorb the curse. Why? Why would that Pokemon Gardevoir take the human's place? To Gardevoir, that human was her partner. There exist strong bonds between humans and Pokemon. Maybe I was the human who was Gardevoir's partner. Maybe I was the one that abandoned Gardevoir when she was cursed. Maybe that's why I turned into a Pokemon. Well, maybe. Morning, Tetra. Oh? You look pale. Is something the matter? Well, anyway, as always, let's try to do our best. Oh yeah. When I was on the way here, I think there was a commotion at Pokemon Square. I wonder if something has happened. We're never gonna get through this job list. How could I abandon Gardevoir? Listen, this is slander on my name. Well, it's a ghost town. Huh? The town's atmosphere feels different somehow. Maybe something's happened. Tetra, let's check it out. Look! Why is everyone gathered together? Having jobs is offensive to you? Don't get a job. It's the worst thing I've ever done in my life. Hi, what's going on? Let me tell you, I was amazed. It really was true. What was true? The Ninetales legend. I never believed the rumors, so you could bet I was shocked to learn the truth. Tetra. Zets. Oh, hi, Caterpie. Even you came out, Caterpie? Yes. Shh. Quiet. That guy's telling us. Keep it down. Huh? Who's talking? It's... Gengar! So I went up to the Hill of the Ancients. And that's where I saw it. It was shocking stuff, I tell you. Shocking stuff? This certain Pokemon was getting advice from Xatu. That Pokemon. It looks like an ordinary Pokemon. But get this! It was originally a human! What? It really existed. Oh, sorry, I'm getting my snubble voice messed up. It really existed. A human that turned into a Pokemon. There's more. Xatu told the human that how the human became a Pokemon has a lot to do with the world's balance is upset. With how the world's balance is upset. See, I can't read. I'm a Dragon Ball fan through and through. Wait a second. That's exactly like the Ninetales legend. Don't be too shocked yet. There's more. You all know how there have been many natural disasters, correct? According to Xatu, those disasters are caused by the world's balance being upset. And if the world's balance isn't restored soon, the unthinkable will happen to the world. That's what Xatu said. What? The world. The unthinkable's about to, going to happen. What are we to do? That Gengar, he's deliberately working everyone up. Now, people. There's no need to panic. Why, I think there's a way we can do something about this. Well, what can we do? Oh, it's quite simple, actually. If the world's balance is upset by a human becoming a Pokemon, then if that human is gone, then everything should return to normal, correct? That's true. When you put it that way, maybe you're right. And that human is the rotten coward that abandoned Gardevoir, correct? I don't think the human can complain about anything if we get rid of it. Isn't that right, Tetra? What? What? It can't be. You were that human? Is that true? Hey. Wait. There's like a good explanation for. We're not asking you, we're asking Tetra. Hey, Tetra, so what is it? Are you really a human that it was in the legend? Tetra? Tetra? Looks like you have nothing to say in your defense, Tetra. That's how it is, fellow Pokemon. Let's get rid of Tetra and regain peace. So, like, I hate to profile, but the way that Gengar laughs makes me think that he's Brazilian. So, Gengar could be Fradazi. You ever thought about that theory? What? Everyone, what's gotten into you? What are you gonna do? Tetra, forgive me. Hey, what the hell, bro? What are you doing? Wah! Tetra, run! Serves them right. Wow, that was a real shock. I never expected everyone to attack us like that. But listen, Tetra, why didn't you say anything? Why didn't you argue that it's not you? You should have said you're not the human that appears in the legend of Ninetales. Huh? What is it? Want to end the team? Holy. Well, what's the matter? What makes you say that all of a sudden? Give up on our rescue team? It's not like you to say that, Tetra. Something the matter? We're giving up on Z-Squared, everyone. Huh? You had a dream? And Gardevoir appeared in it? But that made you think that maybe you were that human after all? So that's what it is. That's what happened. Listen, Tetra. Did your meme, whoops. Did your dream make you remember what it was like as a human being? Since it didn't, you don't really know what happened. I have faith in you, Tetra. You know that? So... Uh-oh. After that scene in Pokemon Square, we held a town meeting on what we must do to save the world. And we arrived at a consensus. We must get rid of you. You're kidding! I was incredulous too. I had hoped it would not come to this, but it is unfortunate. We will defeat you with all our might. We're fighting here? We will give you tonight. Huh? Pack your supplies and get out of here. Come tomorrow, rescue teams of all sorts will take up the chase and attack you without hesitation. And not just you. Anyone that goes with Tetra will be considered an enemy, and the trackers will attack without mercy. And that goes for us too. We will join the hunt to get rid of you. Against all odds, you must run. Run, run, and survive. You must run until you uncover the truth. Alakazam. There will be no mercy the next time we meet. Farewell. Tetra. In their own way, Alakazam's team has faith in you too. Didn't I say this before? I'm not going to worry anymore. Whatever happens, I'll always have faith in you, Tetra. Dang. My commenters could stand to say something like that. Even if we're attacked by other rescue teams, I won't be scared. What good will it do if you don't believe in yourself, Tetra? Tetra. Caterpie. Tetra. I made a promise, remember? That we would make a rescue team base here. And that I would join your rescue team when I grew up. Tetra, don't give up. You're a hero to me, Tetra. I believe in you too, Tetra. So what do you say? Yeah, that's right. That's more like it. That's what we expect from our Tetra. We'll have to leave for the time being, but let's be sure to come back, and we'll bring the truth back with us. We're never getting these freaking jobs done, are we? The next dawn. Morning, Tetra. It's early, but of course you'd be up by now. Are you ready to leave? Not yet. Okay, I'll wait while you're ready. Tell me when you're ready, then let's leave. Alright, so this is one of the funniest, this is one of the funniest things about this game here, is during this sequence where there's no music playing, which is kind of tragic. All the Pokemon in Pokemon Square are just uh, sleeping. Am I participating in the Secret Sanda? Uh, yeah, I will be participating in that. And I was wondering if you guys would like to do a Z-scored specific version of this. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's like too much to be in two Secret Santas in a row, but could be interesting. We can still buy things while the Pokemon are asleep. These Iron Thorns here are actually really nice. I'd probably buy one of those. You joined the Z-Squared one first. So, I don't know. Maybe we do that. Okay. This move, Attract, is absolutely broken. And if I had the money for it, I would buy it. But I am broke as shit. Can I sell anything? Um, let's see. I'm not joking, by the way. Attract is extremely broken in this game, so see if I can sell enough stuff to get there. Sell the power band. Gonna take out here. The orbs do sell for a decent clip. Yeah, we'll take those. I don't have to sell this Switcher Orb, but I'm not going to use it, so we'll do that. I'm going to buy Attract here. And I'm literally teaching it right now. Do you see a future? Do I see a future where I'm in Gymvitational? I think I could make it to play-ins. I don't know if I would make it to the main bracket. But to do that, I'm going to have to play more circuit tours, and I passed up on Mugulus Cup, which maybe I should have participated in. Deliver one aerial ace? Well, that's just fucking not happening. There's a lot of Mount Thunder on here. I don't know. We'll just hold off. I think sometime after the holidays, I might do a series where I look at my ADV revival run and explain a little bit of my prep, and then maybe commentate the games. Don't know if you all would be interested in that. That's a lie. I know that most of you would be. All right, so this song here that's playing, it's called the Runaway Fugitive. I'm going to let it play a little bit, and then I'm going to blow your mind. Okay, so you have internalized the melody at this point. That da da da. I'm pretty tone deaf, so sorry if that was off. Has anybody here played Pokemon Sun or Moon? And if you have, you'll be familiar with this song. So that's Gladian's theme from Pokemon Sun and Moon. That's like one of the main rivals. Uh, they use the same melody as Runaway Fugitive, which I think is insane. Okay, let's get going. Tetra, Caterpie, and Metapod too. Oh, and even Jump Buff. Wow, I'm glad we made it. We wanted to see you off, Tetra. Me too. Does it make sense for his character? I guess, because he's kind of like, I don't remember Sun and Moon that well, because I haven't played it since like 2017. But, which is crazy to think that that game is almost 10 years old. Uh, but Like, he does run away from his mother, right? Good morning, it's me, Diglett. I wanted to send you off, too. Everyone. It's a letter, Tetra. Can you read it? I mean, I'll try. Take care. It's farewell, but only for now. Until the day I can deliver mail to you again. I'll always be waiting. The wandering postal carrier, Pelipper. I mean, that's sick. Pelipper is the goat. The other Pokemon will be waking up soon. You have to go. Hurry. Yup. Tetra, let's go. Hit the road. Take care. We'll be waiting for both of your return. Yup, thank you. We'll be back, that's for sure. Take care until then. And thus began Tetra's cruel and arduous journey as a fugitive. Over forbidding mountains. Tetra is Corvinus, the last hope for Zetscord against the evil Georgie? Listen, I'm not trying to brag, but I played Georgie on the ladder, and I was using a team that he used in SPL, and he wiped the floor with me. So, that's all I'm gonna say. Wow, aren't these fissures amazing? Across fields of fire. This is fucking dope. I don't know why we don't actually get to stay here. That's probably what California looks like, I imagine. Which part of that was bragging? Some of you will not get the opportunity to play against such great players. It's an unfortunate reality. And me, I'm so good that I consistently have the opportunity to get humbled. Whew. We sure traveled a long way. But while we were moving, I couldn't help thinking. All sorts of places have been affected by natural disasters. I'm sure many Pokemon are suffering because of all the calamities. I wish we could get back to doing our rescue work. Sorry, I shouldn't complain. We have to get away now, period. Huh? I hear voices. I think they went this way. They can't get away, not from all of us. We have to get rid of Tetra quickly. Oh no, are they catching up to us? Tetra, we better go. And we're here in Lapis Cave. I have no idea why the game brings us here. I guess it's just like kind of random, but Lapis Cave is cool. It's got a really nice look to it. Zubat picking up some money. The average thought of every Zetscord member. Yeah, that is true. Everybody wants to be humbled. Alright, see ya, Ninkata. I don't believe that in this run we can pick up friends. So if you see a Pokemon on here that's like, oh, I really want that as my friend, like Ninkata, so you can evolve it into Ninjask, you're going to have to come back here later. Oh, the average thought of every is to get rid of Tetra? Listen, you guys haven't heard Zets talking behind the scenes with me. He was begging me not to make my own Discord server. He said, you're going to steal all of my fans away from me, and I can't afford that. So, out of the kindness of my heart, Tetracord doesn't exist yet. But, I mean, that's how you really feel about me. Then maybe I will go make my own Discord server with Blackjack and well, actually, I don't really like gambling, so probably not Blackjack. I don't know where I was going with that. That double kick did way too much fucking damage. Holy. Um, that's why multi-hit moves are so broken. I've been getting very good stair luck in this dungeon. Oh, I should have taken that money. Oh, whoops. Oh no, the... Alright, here's Bagon. A Pokemon that ABR would say evolves into some garbage. This is... I think I'm going to show off a tract here. So, in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, there are no genders. I know that it asked at the beginning if I was a boy or a girl. That actually doesn't register as, like, any sort of gender for Tetra or Zets. So, what that means is that a tract works on literally any Pokemon you use it on. And when a Pokemon is infatuated, they are literally unable to attack you. Speedruns of this game are too luck dependent. Okay, so it depends on the category that you're running. The most luck dependent one is All Friends, which is an extraordinarily long speedrun. Like literally like 50 hours. But just the main game, there is RNG manipulation that you can do by quick saving in dungeons, and it makes it a lot faster. In fact, the fastest strategies is if you have Skitty, who learns Attract by level up and uses Attract to avoid all fights, basically. You can complete the game in about 2 hours. But I mean, I don't know the speedrun strat like that, so Golbat. Did I stopped you from using that. I want you to use that again. Human turn Pokemon using Attract on other Pokemon. That is probably the dream of many a Pokemon player. Unfortunately. Well, I mean, I'm not here to shame what you like, so maybe I shouldn't say that. Yeah, I mean, it's always faster to avoid fights in like pretty much any RPG. Mom's Dump Truck, are you like tapped in with other artists online? Like, do you have a... Are you participating in the Pokemon art community? Whew, finally, we made it through that cave. Where's the Pokemon mob that's after us? Hey, look, there they are, over there. Catch Tetra. Whoa, here they come, run. Stop right there. Don't let them get away. They expect us to stop and wait for them? Gasp, gasp. But you only post art on your Insta? Well, I'm gonna tell you, I think that most people who draw Pokemon art probably well, maybe not most, but many who draw Pokemon art would you know. I saw that message that got retracted, by the way, ISO. Hey, I'm not gonna judge. It's a mountain of fire. Look at all that lava pouring from the crater. Can we even make it through there? But they're catching up to us. What do we do, Tetra? Look, there they are. Get them. There's no choice now. Let's go, Tetra. Look at them go. They're running for Mount Blaze. Are they insane? Mount Blaze is doomed desolation. No one's ever come this far before. I don't want to go anywhere like that. Imagine explaining to a friend that you got your profile by mom's dump truck. That would be sick. I would love to have to explain that to a friend, in fact. Darn it, where'd they go? They had to go this way. Keep your eyes open. Roar! They're tromping. I think they're gone. Whew, I think we managed to evade them, but there isn't any point hiding here. We have to get over this mountain. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, so this thing here, this is, I don't know if they give this a name in this game, but I know that in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Time and Darkness, this is called a Kangaskhan Rock. You can save your adventure here, and you can also store items. So it's kind of like a way to do this while, how should I say? You're kind of locked out of going back to town. Yeah, we're ready to go. Okay, so we can go to Mount Blaze or Rock Path. As we heard previously, Mount Blaze is kind of the way that we're supposed to go, but I'm going to go to Rock Path just to show it off. We get some different music going on. This is the theme for Makihita Dojo, which we have not explored yet in this run, but we'll get there. We're fighting a Pidgeot, literally completely fully evolved Pokemon here. So this is not the way to go, and we're going to find out at the end of this that we went the wrong way, and that we are going to have to go through Mount Blaze to make progress. These are kind of designed for you to do some grinding if you feel like you're underleveled for going into the next area. I think we're at pretty decent level pace, to be honest. And the Pokemon composition that we have is pretty good for what we're going to be fighting. I'm going to throw an Iron Thorn here. That does 14 damage. Not very much. I think Gravel Rock actually does more. But Thorns scale with your attack stat. Kind of explaining too many things at once here. Yeah, so I think this is a 5-floor dungeon. So you get 5 floors to get your levels up. You can continually do this dungeon over and over if you want to. I'm not going to bother. I just wanted to show it off once. All right. Oh, I'll get the items while we're here. Hunger Seed is a very rare item. It's not very good, though. If you eat it, you literally drain your whole belly. But if you throw it at an opposing Pokemon, it drains their belly and they won't be able to move. So it's kind of like a permanent stun to them. So it can sometimes be helpful. Although, for me, I don't think it's going to be that helpful. We get a bunch of big apples for going through the rock path, though, which can be helpful if we're really struggling to find the stairs throughout the game. I'll keep that Pecha Berry. And we're going to go to Mount Blaze, so yeah. No need to grind too crazy. There's a Numel. How do you see? Actually, how do you guys say this Pokemon's name? I've always said Numel. I've heard Numel as well, though. I'll go for Scratch. You guys say Numel? Bide is kind of a... I mean, you could make use of Bide in kind of interesting ways. But it's not that good a move. So, I'm not gonna get that. It's the etymology of Numel's name is like new camel. You think? I could say that. And just to reiterate, anybody who missed the last stream, the way that Pokemon Mystery Dungeon's damage formula works, stab matters a lot more than type effectiveness. So clicking Ember into something like this Slugma here is actually going to do more damage than Scratch. I'm going to use Attract on this because that thing did a hell of a lot of damage. Numel? Maybe that's right. I don't know. I could be convinced of any case. There's another Pidgeot. Throw a Gravel Rock at it. Now I'm in Quick Attack range, so I don't want to take that. I'm going to step out of Quick Attack range. There are some Pokemon names that I would pronounce maybe differently than the whatever the standard is. I don't know what example would come up though, but we'll see. Maybe I'll say something weird and you're like, that's how you say that Pokemon's name? Alright, so there's lava here. Any fire type Pokemon can walk onto it, but Pokemon that are not fire type are not allowed to walk onto it. So I'm trying to move into Mudkip's square. It says switch places with your teammate. This will cause the teammate to warp. That means that they're going to go to a random tile on the floor because they're not allowed to stand on that tile. That's... We'll show it off here, but if a Pokemon warps off of a lava tile and they're not a fire type, well, I mean, duh. They will get burned, though, so we're going to burn Zets and get him the fuck out of our face. Which is what's going to happen on Battle of the Week. Flame Body caused a burn, so... Yeah, I think Flame Body doesn't care if the move is contact or not in this game, which is a little bit strange. Burn is not a great status to take because you're taking that damage over time, but... I used Ember on accident. Whoops. There we go. But, the passive healing will undo most of the burn damage. So... it's not the worst case scenario to be burned. I don't like SVOU because stall is bad in that generation. I mean, I didn't say I didn't like SBOU. I prefer Gen 3. Let's go here. Yeah, Flame Body was going to proc on my Charmander there for going for Ember. So... Whoops. Oop. There we go. My movement is bad. The joke is that I don't like any generation where stall isn't good. The worst generation for stall is Gen 1 when you think about it. Did you think about it? Alright, literally stairs right up below my feet there. Stall is viable in Gen 9. I do think that it's a little bit less sorry, I should say it's a little more limited because of how many offensive threats there are in Gen 9. So a lot of the stall teams look very similar to each other in Gen 9. There's not so much variety. But like it's still a decent archetype. We're gonna give this to Zets. Stall is a matchup fish in Gen 9. I don't know if I would say that. I think that a lot of stall teams would maybe be a little better as bulky balances, though. Like, or semi-stall. I'm gonna let... Okay, so that status there, Whiffer, is really bad. You will just miss all of your moves. I guess you'll just miss all of your moves anyway. Alright, we made it to the halfway point, which means that we're going to get, like, fully healed, basically. Mount Blaze Peak. Is anybody else calling Mount Blaze Peak here? My comfort ADV OU archetype, if I had to pick one. Not spying for Zets. I think that most people would probably know me as, like, a Virgin 5 player. I do like that team. If I had to say a comfort team, it would probably be that. I mean, Zets is gonna know. If he scouts me, he knows what teams I like to play, and he should also know the kind of player that I am. That I'm gonna build probably a new team to play him with. That Arcanine just picked up my Iron Thorn. I don't like that. Alright, since Arcanine has Flash Fire, I can't really use Ember on it. Which version of V5, though? Well, see, that's the great thing about V5, is that you can do a lot of different variations of it. I don't like that. Jonold won against Mielke in World Cup with V5 Armaldo. I mean, Armaldo's pretty good. Easy, you only build offense or stall. You should try more like balanced TSS teams. Like do something like doesn't have to be Big Five per se, but it could be like Big Five switch one of the Pokemon out. And you can make a lot of great teams with that core that would be more balanced. Or try to play with more defensive Gengar teams. That'll force you to play some balance. Your last in V5 definitely needs to check Snorlax. See, that's my rule of thumb if I'm going to play V5. There are some variants that have some differences, like there's Zets would call it Evil Zap, but that uses Zapdos as the sixth and Suicune as the water. And the concept with that team is that you're going to try to PP stall. That team doesn't have a very good Snorlax counter that isn't Skarmory. So if you play with that against somebody with a Snorlax team, you have to catch the Magneton with Dugtrio to make consistent progress. So, and that's why I would say that you need the six to help you with Snorlax, because Skarmory is not very commonly going to be the Snorlax check because it gets Magnetoned. Or run YOLO Skarm. You know, this is also a possibility. You could do that. Rest Zap and Suicune with a Doug lead. I mean, you could do that. That's more for if you're interested in Weather Clear, which I do think Weather Clear fits pretty well on that Zapdos Suicune version of V5, but I'm getting roasted. Yeah, let's roast Zets in the chat right now. I don't want to spend any more time in this place, in a place this dangerous. Let's get through this quick. Halt. Huh? What? It suddenly turned dark. I can hear the mountain screams. It is shrieking in pain. Someone is causing Mount Blaze to writhe in agony. Is it you? Huh? You've got it wrong. It's not us. We just happen to be passing through here. Who are you, anyway? Show yourself. The mountain's rage is my rage. I am Moltres, the warrior of fire I am. Or am I guess. There's no forgiving those who befoul the mountain. On guard! Alright, oh, I forgot that you don't get healed in this game when you are getting into a boss fight. So, Moltres, pretty strong Pokemon. Very difficult if you have a grass type on your team. The next boss that we will fight, spoilers, will also be difficult for grass types, but that's neither here nor there. Moltres, I don't think has any range moves, so I'm just going to throw a Gravel Rock to start the battle. Alright, next thing I'm going to do is go for Attract. I don't remember if this works on bosses. It does. Alright, so now Moltres is infatuated and can't really attack us, so we're just going to slam moves into it. While it can't hit us. Accuracy lowered, that's fantastic. Let me track Zets' HP. Or, I mean, PP. Can use that 4 more times. Threw a rock at Moltres, it lived. Broke my suspension of disbelief. Hey, Moltres has it's got some bulk. It got over its infatuation and used Wing Attack. Alright, so all of these legendary birds have Wing Attack, and that's why Machop is a really, really tough Pokemon to use in the main game. Keep tracking moves? Okay, good. Gonna use Attract again. This move Attract is broken, I'm telling you guys. Does it trigger twice on Link moves? That's what I was checking, and it seems the answer is no. To save my linked move, I'm gonna have Zetz go for tackle now. Got over its infatuation. Well, sorry about that. You're getting infatuated again. Being able to use it on Pokemon that are genderless, too, is really funny. We're playing the game on easy mode right now. And the synergy between Attract and a move that lowers accuracy is insane. Love knows no bounds of gender type shit. Alright. Urgh. I am not done. I'm not finished yet. Wait, listen. We're not here to cause trouble. We're only here because we're chased. You have to realize this mountain isn't the only place that's suffering. Natural calamities are occurring all over the place. We're fugitives now, so we can't do anything. But we want to help the other Pokemon that are suffering from these natural disasters. Do you say that sincerely? It's true, please believe me. If you think I'm lying, look at my eyes. Yeah. How would you even say this? Fine. I trust that you aren't lying. Phew, that was scary. Felt like my knees turned to jelly. Does Mudkip have knees? You may pass. Get through Mount Blaze, and promise me this. Promise me that you will find the cause of the calamities that rack this world. And stop the disasters from sowing more destruction and suffering. Okay, I promise. Of course, that's not possible right now, but... Yeah! We will. We'll get on it. We're being hunted, so we can't really get to it right away. But we're a rescue team. We'll investigate what's behind the natural calamities. I promise. I will hold you to that promise. You've made me believe that you will honor that promise. If you do not forget the courage you showed in facing me. Yeah! What? Is there anything else? No. I was only preparing to take off. Oh. Does it need to do that? Farewell. Whew. Ew, that was scary. But I'm glad Moltres understood us. That was key. Anyway, let's get off Mount Blaze ourselves. We sure walked a lot. I'm bushed. Let's rest up. The view is fantastic. Oh, look, Tetra. Look over there. See how small Mount Blaze looks from here? We've come a really long way, haven't we? Tetra. Do you remember how hard it was to get across Mount Blaze? I mean, it wasn't that hard with Attract, but... I don't think too many Pokemon can get through there. And then we gave it our all to get out here. Do you know what I'm thinking? We've come so far, maybe there aren't any more Pokemon that can get to us. No, there are others. Oh? There's someone else? Well, who do you mean? Oh, I get it. There's Alakazam. You're right, Alakazam's team should be able to get here. Yep, we don't have a choice. We have to keep going. I think we need to go somewhere no one else can get to. Let's be positive and keep moving. Huh? What's the matter? Aren't you coming, Tetra? Huh? Am I tired? They're chasing us down. We can't afford to rest. And I already told you. I said I would go with you, Tetra. Oh, come on. No need for that long face. I'm fine. Let's go, Tetra. I'll go wherever you go. I mean, we kind of needed Zets for that Moltres fight. Otherwise, we would have been, like, really, really slow at beating that Moltres. And so Tetra's harrowing journey continued, not began. Whoops. Seeking refuge in even harsher places. They fled north. They crossed row upon row of mountains. Forded fetid swamps. Ew. Scaled frozen cliffs. Finally, Tetra's tiny team arrived in a world of snow. A frigid wasteland of driving blizzards. Brr, it's cold. He's kind of pogging there. Look at him. Achoo! Yuck. My nose is running and it's freezing. Alright, Silvafo. We'll see ya. Or Silvalfo. I was close enough, probably. Isn't this one lonely place? See how deep the snow is? I haven't seen any other Pokemon for a while either. Maybe we're all alone here. Oh, what's the matter? What's that? What was that? It looked like a Pokemon, but... Did I imagine that? No, I don't think so. I'm sure there was someone there. I wonder what they were doing in this lonely place. I guess thinking about it won't help us. We should keep moving. Oh! Tetra, look! See that? Those trees are frozen. Wow. The snow is like a frozen powder. Like a powder snow, you might say. Powder snow is a really, really dangerous move in this game, by the way. Average ADV OU player reaction to an NU Shitmon? Alright, to be fair, now that there's an RU in ADV, Absol is an RU Pokemon, so give it some credit. It's the best Swords Dance passer in the game. No, that's not true. Celebi exists. I don't know. Okay, we don't have a choice. We have to get through this place. It would be horribly cold. I'd rather not go if we didn't have to. But hiding out in this area isn't the answer either. We can only go forward. We'll have to keep our spirits up and keep going, Tetra. Let's store some items while we're at it. Nah, I'm gonna store the link box. I don't think we'll need that. I think this is probably fine. Yeah. Yeah, let's go. Which way should we go? So, Snow Path is kind of similar to the Rock Path, where it's like not a real dungeon. It's just for grinding and getting items if you need them. It could be like if you keep dying in the Frosty Forest, then go to the Snow Path and try to build up some items. Is my recommendation, but We've got the broken move, attract. This is one of my favorite dungeon themes in this game. I know I saw the stairs there, but I'm trying to get some more money. There's Meryl. Oh, sorry, it was a Zuril. Alright, for it. See ya. Oh, scratch. Stab boosted even. Picking up loose change when there's an exit right there. Recession indicator. That's a good one. Oh, I forgot that. There we go. Hold on. 2 orange berries. I'll take them. Here's Nose Pass. Nose Pass in ADV is notable for being a Skarmory counter. Think about that. Stamina Band. Stamina Band would keep me from losing as much hunger. So that's good. Mudkip can go through that water as well. So if I was a water type on lead, then I would be able to do that as well, but sadly I'm not. Shadow Ball is a kind of cool move that we can't use right now. One of the best physical attacks in the game. Think about that. The modern generation player would not understand. Ditto use transform. How about that? That Nose Pass wants us. But it is a Ditto. So Ditto is really, really weird in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Transform has like 1 PP, and it transforms into a random Pokemon that can appear on the floor, but then it doesn't get their moves. Oh my gosh, it's Piloswine. I wonder if we can summon Genexus here. Because Piloswine is here. Maybe if I start saying that Cloyster sucks, he'll come. Oh, that's a Ditto. I got fooled. Safety goggles into ADV would be fun to use. I'm trying to think about who would use that though, because doesn't leftovers just negates sand damage better. I guess like maybe if you need to live a certain hit, but that hit would put you in sand range, you could try that. Maybe Gengar might use it. Someone has intruded upon the forest. The enfeebled flow of icy winds. Is the intrusion to blame? It must be stopped. For it is the forest, or for it is to protect the forest. That's not ominous at all. Okay. Ditto is just going crazy on this dungeon. Transform into whatever it wants. Do you notice how Struggle does even more damage uh, to the user than it does to the Pokemon who used it? Torment. We can't teach that to anybody, but I could. Um, Pick that up. It's TMs are pretty good for selling. There's more Ditto on this run than there are like the actual Pokemon. That's insane. Oh my lord. I probably kill anyway, but I just want to use Attract in case I miss. See? I don't need that stamina band. It's a Mightyena. Unfortunately, I'm not getting the Blaze boost from Ember because this game nerfed Blaze and Torrent and all that. Alrighty. We're making our way through this dungeon. We might be a little bit under-leveled for this point in the game, actually. Oh my god. There you go. That was Blaze boosted. Yes or yes with words. That is what we're all about here on YouTube. Just like the stream. Don't think about it too hard. Because if you start thinking, then you might actually realize that you don't like the stream, which we can't have that. I guess we'll just use Metal Claw. That did 1 damage. Alright, we've de-linked from our partner. Whoops. If you get too far away from your partner, they'll start wandering in random directions, so try not to get de-linked as much as possible. Oh. That's not good. But that is good. We are kitted up on some items. Unfortunately, we can't do any storage at that Kangaskhan, so just have to move. Now we're getting weather effects. So snow does not do what it does in Gen 9. I believe... I can't remember. Jonald is calling me to do some math. Um, is pursuit implemented incorrectly? I don't believe so. So we're gonna pause our mystery dungeon so that I can explain some mathematics to you. So basically, the damage formula is 0.8 times damage multiply, or the damage of Tyranitar. So its base special attack or pursuit tar would hit 317 times 40 divided by Gengar's defense stat. Chat, somebody help me out here. What is Gengar's special defense when it's running bulky? It's 214. So it's floor of all that plus 2. Whoops. $112 is the EVs. I wanted the like actual stat. 1.5 times 2. If you're leaving Tyranitar, pursuit, blah 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 blah. Is this right? There's no way that Gengar would only be taking 77. Okay, so damage formula is, yeah, 0.48 or 0.84 times the power of the move. I mean, this is commutative, so it doesn't matter. Plus 2 times stab. I've got that. Should be doing double damage. Oh, yeah. Okay, I get it. I'll have to cook on that a little later. I'm getting too sidetracked from the objective here. Oh! That's a death right there. Fury attack is broken. I should have... why did I go for Ember? That was not the right play. I don't think it's implemented incorrectly in the calc. I think it's an issue of how the rounding works. Oh my god. All right. Let's move this up. Save a little bit of time later. Math is a psyop? No, you're just bad at it. All right, now all of Zetscourt is in here to do to get this. All right, so let's do some let's get some math going here. By the way, we hit level 16. We're not going to evolve into Charmeleon because that would make too much sense. Let's do this. You guys can see my whole stream setup here. Okay, so the way that the damage formula works, 2 times level divided by 5, that's assuming that we're all going to be level 100. 2 times 100, 200 divided by 5, that's 40. Plus 2 is 42. Divide by 50. Well, obviously, in a floor function, that's not going to make a lot of sense. That's 0.84. So what we want is 0.84. In fact, let's just do it like this. D equals. Then power is the effective power of the move used, which should be the base power. So let's say pursuit is 40, right? And then times the attack stat of Tyranitar, which I think is 317. You can check that out. 317, yep. Divide by the defense stat of Gengar, which is going to be its defense stat, which is 214. All right. Then add 2. So that's that base damage, but we have to then multiply for stab out here. So times stab. And then it's going to do double damage to Gengar. So it should be that much, right? And that is... We're not programmers here. We have to use a different variable. Should be 55. Am I missing something? Double damage is on the outside. If pursuit is used on a Pokemon that's attempting to switch out. So that'll be on the outside there. That's good to know. Does it actually floor this, though? Yeah, okay, that's how it works. Actually, that's not how it works. There's still a number here. So crunch should just be the same, but we'll make this an 80, right? Does it do 303 max? 302 max. All right, where am I messing this up? You have a 214, 217 here. Why are we doing math? Because somebody has requested that I look at this. And by somebody, I mean Jonald, so blame Jonald. Is that right? Is the +2 in the right spot? It should be. I mean, if I put parentheses around this, it shouldn't change anything. That's interesting. Because we should be getting 302 here. Is this actually bugged, or am I missing something? Who here's also good at math? Or does the floor happen here outside of the +2? I mean, that shouldn't matter because 2 is an integer, but... The random shouldn't affect it that much. So that random is going to roll something between 0.85, or sorry, between 85 and 100 divided by 100. So this should be the maximum damage that you do, which is what we care about when we're trying to optimize our defense for a particular Pokemon. So why is this not the same? If we were at 213. Okay, that checks out. No, does it? $303. I'm not sure, actually, because this works if we move this down, right? I think there is a possibility that there's a bug, or maybe I'm just doing the math wrong here. Keeps flooring everywhere, like it does the calculation, it gets floored or something. Yeah, no integers are allowed on cart. That is true. So I think it floors this part of the equation. Oh. Well, that shouldn't matter, though, because this 1.5 is getting multiplied by 2, so even if we get a 0.5, should be... Let's try this. We're flooring our floor. I heard you like floors, so... Nope, that doesn't change it at all, which is confirms my suspicion, because that wouldn't make a lot of sense. Alright, I don't know. I think there is a possibility that there's a bug in the calc. Somebody... let me know if that's right. Or maybe... Okay, let's try flooring the whole shebang. 304. Is that the amount that we should be getting? No. That is very strange. 214. These are right? I don't know. Floor after every decimal. So that, okay. So floor this. Okay, that's actually right. It floors twice. Oh, no, it's not. Am I stupid? Whoever made this Bulbapedia article needs to put the floors in. Because does it floor everything afterwards, or... Let's see, floor... From Gen 5 onwards, there are 3 different types of rounding. That is... Oh, in the first 4 generations, all operations are carried out on integers internally, are truncated. Does... Okay, does Desmos... .9? That should be 0, right? Yeah, okay, so that floor function works out as it's supposed to. I don't know. I think there might be something going on where this is not getting calculated correctly. Can somebody show me an example in like a replay of Gengar with this stat spread getting put into sand range by Tyranitar Crunch max special attack? I know that it can only happen like 1 in 16 times, but still. I don't know. We're going to have to look at that later. There's more floors going on, you're saying, Jonald? So you're saying floor this. And floor this. There's a lot of floors going on here. Well, obviously, I don't think you can floor that. That would give you the wrong. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have to circle back to this. Where's my OBS? There it is. This is all cheating, by the way. The ceiling is the roof. That's real shit. We'll take a look at this together soon. Freak did some math. When I'm done with the stream, I'll take a look at that real quick. So if Spreek did the math right, you should get 152 as the top. Yes, now you double that. Should be getting 304. Which makes sense. And then a 16th of Gengar's attack, 20. So 304 plus 20. Yes, so you could die. If Spreek's math is correct, you could die Pursuit plus Sand. If Pursuit max rolls. Alright, where's my game at? There we go. I'm gonna wait here. Oh, so waiting like this will get your health back, but it advances the turns really fast, so you gotta be careful because enemy Pokemon can come in. Math sucks? No, you just suck at it. Let's be honest with ourselves here. I will proceed. I know how this boss fight goes. Yes, okay. So I think I have a turn to use a max elixir if I need it. But I won't need it. Tetra, did you say something? I don't think so. I didn't think so, I should say. Thought I heard a voice. I must have imagined it. Turn back. You may not pass. Mystery Dungeon Calc Dex when? It's probably not that hard to make. Although the Mystery Dungeon, if you think the mainline calc or formula looks weird, the Mystery Dungeon one is insane. You are forbidden to pass. If you persist in trying to pass, then so be it. But only after you have defeated me. Ow, it's so too bright. Average Pokemon player going outside. This ice all around us is reflecting this light. I am Articuno, the warder of ice. Those that enter the forest I shall destroy with all my might. Let us begin. Okay, so here's Articuno, which is the best of the legendary birds. I'm just saying. We're gonna use Attract. Mom's Dump Truck, very jealous in the chat right now. Ember doing a solid 33% or 33 damage, not percent. I wish 33%. So Articuno has the move Powder Snow, which hits the field, i.e., it's going to hit both of us if it gets to attack. It chose not to go for it there. Let's make sure that Zetz doesn't run out of moves here. I will use a Max Elixir. 9 damage. You gotta love it, right? Artie, that's one of my teammates from the Enlightened Endperts. Oh yes. All right. So this is the exact spot I want to be in, because now I will be getting blaze boosted embers. So we should be doing more than 33 damage here. 63. So that's massive. I'm gonna risk attacking again, and there we go. Articuno is defeated by a Charmander, which is indicative of its usability in Gen 3 OU. We have to get through, no matter what it takes. Please let us pass. No, I cannot allow your passage. Why? Why can't we pass? The frigid forest air. It has warmed considerably in recent times. Whoa. Global warming mentioned? It warmed up. I'm still freezing, but... The flow of frigid air has been disturbed in the forest. Snow has started to melt. Snow is melting. Snow that has never melted before. This has never happened, even once. Then you appeared in the forest. Is this not your doing? We don't have anything to do with that. It's a coincidence. Well, I mean, Charmander literally has a flame lit here. Please, Articuno, hear me out. It isn't our fault that the snow started melting here. It's just not here. Not just here. I'm so bad at reading. I'm just gonna stop. Is that all? You expect me to believe that? Enough of your foolish talk. Prepare for your end. Job application 6? What team is that? Absol? There is nothing false in what they said. Calamities are indeed occurring in nature everywhere. Is that true? Yes. I have the ability to sense natural disasters. The calamities taking place now are of a special nature. Modest. I've never experienced such before. So there are calamities besides this. Fine. I will choose to believe you. You may pass. Articuno! However, you must try to prevent the calamities from spreading. I'm counting on you. Yep, we promise, Articuno. See, it didn't need a Gya to leave. Like Moltres. Thank you. You saved us. Sauceless meetup? Dang! There's a lot of Absol hate going on. Rather than saying thanks, focus on stopping the calamities before they worsen. If they are left unchecked, worse will befall us. My instinct warned me so. Groan. I sensed the terrible power of the natural calamities. I was led here by my feelings of foreboding. If this was true, Ladder, Tetra and Zetz would be on the floor crying right now. Mom's dump truck. What's our lifetime record? And then, what's our lifetime record when in the Articuno versus Articuno matchup? I think it would be best if we combined forces. I will join you. Huh? You will? Really? Really. To put an end to the calamities, cooperation is vital. Let me lend you my powers. Thank you, Absol. And Absol joined the team. Oh, who should we name Absol after? Anybody in chat have a good name for the Absol? Miyoke? That's funny. Nephados? That's your twin? Is it gonna be Mielke? That's what we're gonna go with? Alright. We're designating him unviable. Somebody screenshot that and send it to the Zetscord. And so, after getting through the frosty forest, Tetra's team headed further north. The more they advanced, the harsher the conditions became. So Absol's kind of cool. It's actually probably a higher level than our Pokemon. Is that true, or does it match your level? I can't remember. I'm kind of skipping through the dialogue here. I'm getting tired of reading. Uh-oh, a dimensional scream? No, that's not in this game. The knowers know. You will understand, but the knowers know. Huh? Something wrong, Tetra? Finally. Finally you have arrived. Someone is talking to me. Zets? No, this isn't This voice isn't Zet's. This voice, I've heard it somewhere. Finally, you have arrived. I've been waiting for you. Gardevoir! I am so glad. Finally, we get to meet. You're... what? Tetra, is something the matter? Why are you talking to yourself? This is a common problem for Tetrafolium. Getting caught talking to himself. I cannot be seen by others. I am visible only to you. A little farther ahead, there's a jagged mountain range topped by Mount Freeze. I'm gonna refrain from making a comment there. The first thing that came to my head was kind of not nice. It's inside its peak. Ninetales lives. Ninetales? Ninetales awaits your arrival. Beware. Oh, well, wait. Hey, Tetra. Tetra! What's the matter? What happened? Skip that. Oh, so something like that happened. Gardevoir appeared to you. That's why you were looking so stunned earlier. I'm amazed, though. Ninetales isn't just a legend, it really exists. That Ninetales is up at the peak. Tetra, all the effort we put into getting here, it's finally gonna bear fruit. We'll meet Ninetales and get the truth. We'll finally get rid of the suspicions others have of you, Tetra. Awesome. Listen, Tetra, don't be so worried. It'll be alright. It's only natural that you would be scared of meeting Ninetales, Tetra. The heartless human who abandoned Gardevoir. It may be you. Damn. I can understand how you could think that. But it's impossible. You're not that human, I'm sure. How can you say that? Well, there was a time when I had some doubts, but now, I wonder why. I don't really know why. But that's alright. Tetra, you really are a good sort. You know, before, when I first got the idea to start a rescue team, I met you in the tiny woods, Tetra. Now that I think about it, there was something different about you. It is strange, isn't it? But Tetra, I believe in you. Anyway, we'll know the truth when we get to the peak. Tetra, let's do our best. Alright, finally we get to store some freaking items here. Oh, Shadow Ball actually might be decent to teach to Absol. So I might keep that. The Plain Seed is gonna get trashed. It's basically a worthless item. This is what a Reviver Seed turns into after it's been used, by the way. Put those away. Put away the Blast Seed as well. Alright, there we go. We're all set. Going to Mount Freeze, not Snowpath. We can go Snowpath again. They really should have named it like Ice Path or something. So let's see what Mielke's moves are. He's level 20. So he's higher level than both Tetra and Zet's, which makes a lot of sense. I'm going to teach him Shadow Ball. So that he doesn't have completely garbage moves. Taunt is not very useful. It's a lot more useful in competitive, but not so much in Mystery Dungeon. So let's I don't actually hate Leer, because lowering the defense stats of enemies is good. Yeah, the portraits in Mystery Dungeon are really good for the charm of the game. So I find this dungeon to be a little bit annoying for personal reasons. It's so the light blue of the stairs and the like I guess white of the background is really hard for me to see. I suspect that might be because I'm colorblind. So if I end up walking by the stairs, that's why. What sort of color blindness do I have? I think it's called I can't remember if it was protanopia or a different one. Icy Wind is a range move, huh? It's also difficult for your color seeing eyes. All right, Mielke, show him what's up. Roar. Roar is like marginally useful. Oh yeah, I forgot Absol has pressure. Oh, I don't like being. I don't like cringing. Mielke's cringing is probably like the most accurate thing that we've seen all stream. Nice. All right. There we go. Wait, hold on. Let's get more gravel rocks while we're here. I can't wait till we get Geo Pebbles. Knowers will know. I can't believe we got attract so early as a TM. Like, that has been really, really good for this run. Not that this is like a challenge run or anything. I don't really care. Oh, Mielke wants to smoke. Alright. Night-night, Zangoose. Oh, there's the stairs. See, I'm telling you, man, they're hard to see. Some Iron Thorns, that's good. So Uproar doesn't do any damage, it just makes all allied Pokemon within a certain range unable to go to sleep. But it doesn't make them unable to be attracted. Look at all this money here, let's go. Alrighty. Making our way through. Oh. Well, since we have Mielke here, I'm wondering what everybody here's favorite, like, really low viability Pokemon is. Like, does anybody here use Pokemon that are, like, lower than UU rank in ADV? I think the lowest tiered Pokemon that I've ever tried is Sableye. And honestly, Sableye's pretty good. In some situations. It's a little bit of a matchup fish. There's Slacking right there. And, Truant is buffed in this game. I think it only means that you can only attack every other turn rather than, like, move. So, it's not as crippling as it otherwise would be. Mielke's got that Seviper handled. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Yikes. Jesus. We take so much damage. Ooh, a Reviver Seed. That'll be good, because I'm bad at this game. I think floor 15 is the goal. Jeez, why do all these Pokemon have so much, they have so much health? Okay, maybe it's after floor 15, actually, is the goal. Banette is cool. I mean, I've made a video on Banette, and I'm not gonna lie. That Pokemon is not great. I mean, it's got some interesting use cases. I mean, ghost types are never gonna be terrible. Unless they're Shedinja. But I digress. Oh, here comes Glalie. Speaking of Glalie, I also used that in my Banette video. Seviper in-game, but competitively less so. It's kind of cool that it's got, like, kind of a signature move in Poison Tail. It's too bad that it doesn't really, like, get a lot of great use out of it, because Sludge Bomb is just better. I do think Glalie is a legitimately useful Pokemon. There are definitely some Spikes teams where you would prefer to have Glalie. Particularly ones where you need Cloyster but faster. Or you need Cloyster but not so bad into Zapdos. It's a better lead, for sure, than Cloyster is. There we go. Oh, Mielke is going to learn a new move. Bite. Special move. I guess it's better than Scratch. I'm going to try throwing an Iron Thorn to see how much damage it does. 11. You got an Ice Beam freeze into Zapdos while it was clicking HP Grass into you. Well, sometimes, I guess, I mean, if your opponent is inting, then any Pokemon can be good. I'm going to use a track to slow down the onslaught here. Another double team. That's not good. I don't know if a track can miss. I don't think so. There we go. I was really banking on the stairs being there. Of course they're not. There they are. There's no camera up enjoyers in the chat. I guess we're kind of like the camera up wave has kind of came and went. I can't even claim to be a camera up enjoyer myself. I've never used it. Okay, so this cutscene here, I think is a lot better in the remake, but it's still kind of funny here. So we'll pay some close attention to it. We finally arrived. This is the summit, isn't it? I wonder where Ninetales is. There they are. I've spotted Tetra. All right, I see them. Alakazam, it's about time we finally caught up to you. Your fugitive act dragged us all the way out here. Pipe down, Tyranitar. We can finally settle things here. I can barely contain myself. I'm itching for a fight. Zets, don't think badly of me. I don't know how to show mercy. Tetra, I didn't wish for this conclusion, but this too is fate. The role of a rescue team is to help bring peace. We will crush you with every shred of our power. Get them. Cease this at once. What? I forgot that's what Alakazam's surprise sprite looks like. Looks like Jar Jar Binks. Ninetales? What? Ninetales? That's Ninetales. The legend. It was real. Cease fighting at once, Alakazam. They are my guests. Tell us, Ninetales. Who was the human that appeared in your legend? No, even before that. Was the legend itself a true event? Depending on your reply, I may have no choice but to eliminate them. Whether they consider my curse to be a legend or not, I care not. However, it did happen. Many years ago, I tried to lay a curse on a human. It was then, however, that Gardevoir, the human's partner, dashed in. It selflessly bore the full brunt of the curse meant for the human. Then the human did a selfish and cowardly thing. They abandoned Gardevoir and fled. The human eventually became a Pokemon. Transformed into a Pokemon, the human lives on. And that human would be? Who is the human that you speak of? Tetra. You may relax. It is not you. Just now, what did you say? Tetra is not the human that appears in the legend. That is what I said. What? What's happening to me? I'm too tensed up to move. Oof. Oof. Deep breaths in, out. Out, in. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Whew. Oh, wow, fantastic. That's great. I knew Tetra wasn't involved. I knew it. There's no way that Tetra would do those terrible things. I have another thing to say. It is true that I foretold the world's balance becoming unstable. However, that human becoming a Pokemon and the world's balance are not linked in any way. The cause of the natural calamities, it exists elsewhere. Hey you were wrong. You were wrong to hound and harass Tetra. Apologize. We're sorry. We got worked up by that Gengar. No, I suspected Gengar right from the start. Tetra just doesn't look like the treacherous type. I mean, it's really easy to say for a Charizard to a Charmander, right? If only that were true. But I must admit, you are to be commended for prevailing through this cruel journey and discovering the truth. I'm impressed, Tetra. Excellent, I knew I was right. Huh? Oh, but wait. Why did Tetra turn into a human? I understand that Tetra isn't a human from that legend. Then how do you explain Tetra becoming a Pokemon? Tetra, who are you? Whoa, the ground's heaving. Quake? The world's crust is shifting. The natural calamities are worsening. And the shifting of the ground. It will awaken the beast that embodies the ground. The beast that slept deep underground. Groudon will be awakened. What? Groudon is rising? Groudon? What is that? What is Groudon? A legendary Pokemon that has been spoken of only in myths. Is the Pokemon that raised the masses, the land masses, and created continents. It is said to have taken to sleep after catastrophic battles with its arch enemy, Kyogre. Dang, so even in Mystery Dungeon, Groudon is getting bitched out by Kyogre, huh? If Groudon were able to get loose, there would be chaos. It must be stopped. We will go. We'll go too. No, you must remain behind. Groudon is far more powerful than any Pokemon you have faced. Leave it to us. That's how it goes. You go back to your rescue team base and earn a well-earned rest. Don't worry about us. We didn't get our gold rank the easy way. We'll get the job done, and we'll be back before you know it. Fine. Off to quell Groudon. Blah, blah, blah. I almost said Gengar. And thus, Alakazam's team made their way underground to quell the awakening Groudon. Meanwhile, cleared of all suspicion, Tetra's team put an end to their long and arduous journey and returned to their welcoming rescue team base. I'm kind of surprised that there wasn't a boss battle against Team ACT there. But then I guess if you had to beat Team ACT there, then it would kind of make the next story be a little bit fall a little bit flat. So that kind of checks out. You said seems like it could be Sandslash messing up the tectonic plates. So I think the story here is that the natural calamities are causing the earthquake, and the fear is that Groudon is going to wake up, not necessarily that Groudon is causing the earthquakes. Yeah, you lot. Why aren't you out there hunting down Tetra's team? That's easy for you to say. It's too much for us. They say Tetra's team has gone way far out there. If we went, the best we could hope is maybe the Lapis Cave. I joined the chase, but they fled into Mount Blaze. For the life of me, I can't go in there, and that's where I lost their trail. I'm a grass type, see? Fire doesn't agree with me at all. I don't know what became of Tetra's team after that. But those fugitives, to think they would risk Mount Blaze. They've grown up tough. I can't keep up. Ha ha ha! Yeah, what a spineless lot you are. You're so full of big talk. What about your team, Gengar? You just hang around the square and don't do a thing. Walk the walk, or walk the talk. You guys go. We're out of the picture. Our role is to receive word of Tetra's demise. Just appointed yourself that. Oh my gosh, oh my goodness. Metacham, what's the word? Tetra is... Oh, finally, we got rid of Tetra. No, it's the opposite. Tetra is back. What did you say? I've got kind of like a Beavis and Butthead going on for Gengar. Hey, over there. Tetra, they're back. Hi, everyone, we're back. Whew, we finally made it back. We've been gone for so long. Kind of feels nostalgic to be in the square, Tetra. Hey, Zets. Oh, it's you, Gengar. It's been a while. What's with that smug confidence? Maybe. Gengar, everything you said was completely wrong. Tetra had nothing to do with it. Tetra was innocent. Yeah? Well, what? Is that true? Yup, we met with Ninetales and asked. Tetra isn't the human from the legend. We're back because we discovered the truth. I'm not gonna make that noise. Wait a second. You can't be trusted yet. If you're gonna make that claim, let's see some proof. Proof? That's right, some hard evidence. Let's see some proof. Come on, out with it. Proof? We don't have any proof. Too bad that you don't have any proof. You came back to us so we could get rid of you easier. How conveniently foolish. Now, fellow Pokemon, here's your chance to get rid of Tetra. What's wrong, everyone? Don't you want to be rid of Tetra? I always believed in Tetra. You don't fool me. Yeah? I'm out. I was saved by Tetra's team before. I joined the chase with a heavy heart because of your urging. But I simply can't think of Tetra and it being bad in any way. Thank you, Shiftry, as if only we could say that for, Tetra in Zetscord. Yeah? I've heard enough too. I believe Tetra. Yeah, that's right. Who needs proof? Everyone. Extra, extra. Read all about it. What is it? Looks like a newspaper, doesn't it? Okay, I'll read it aloud. Let's see. Extra. Tetra innocent. Tetra met with Ninetales under the watchful eye of Alakazam and proved that it had nothing to do with the human of the legend. As a result, Gengar's claims were found to be malicious lies and... You rotten. Run! Stop, you liar. You conned us. Welcome back. Yep, it's good to be back. We're back like we promised. I'm so glad. Tetra isn't suspected anymore. Yep, I'm glad too. We won't have to keep running away from everyone anymore. Tetra, we're both exhausted. Let's go get some sleep. And they said the rescue team's going to be revived. It's like the revival of ADV, wouldn't you say? Good morning, Tetra. Did you sleep well? Alright, let's get back to doing rescues. The Caterpie is Butterfree yet? Right? I mean, I'm kind of thinking that as well. Butterfree is a character in Mystery Dungeon. It's Caterpie's mom, but we're unfortunately not going to see her again. So, there you go. Alright, let's check the job list here. Or check mail. Yo, amigo. It's awesome you're back. I'll be delivering mail to you again. I've been looking forward to this with my bill outstretched. I'll deliver tons of mail, so you better be ready, amigo. I don't know why a Pelipper has, like, the Spanish in there, but... Let's visit Meowth. So this is Darkness Ridge, which is a super sick area. It may want a gummy. We can give gummies to the Pokemon that are here. This is an awesome theme, by the way. Let me shut up so you can hear it. We're gonna take Mielke with us, because why not? I completely forgot about the Magnemite, and it's so underleveled now, it's gonna be a liability, so... Hello, Mr. Tetra. What's going on with everybody calling me Mr. all of a sudden, huh? Oh my, you have no space left for items, bruh. I get baited by that every time. Yeah, so Roar is a decent move. It blows the enemy Pokemon back as far as they'll go, and does like 5 damage. It's good for like a get off me move, but it's not like a very good damaging move. We'll say a lot better in ADV, of course. I'll take that Petrify Orb with us. Orbs are room targeting, or some of the orbs are room targeting and can be very useful for one of the more dangerous elements of this game, which I'm sure if you've played, you probably have an idea. Do I want to use any link moves? I think I want to link Shadow Ball with Bite. No, nah, I probably don't. We're just glad that these Kecleon did not try to go after us. Again, knowers will know that Kecleon legitimately is the strongest Pokemon in this game. Let's get Mount Discipline. Imagine Kecleon having those stats in ADV. Well, it'd probably be... I mean, it would be banned if it did. If you want to see a Kecleon video, unfortunately, I don't have a video on it, but Zetz, back when he used to make videos for YouTube, did make a video with it where he piggybacked off of Violet River doing all the legwork. Sorry, that comes across as mean. If I had the charisma to rizz up top players like Zetz did, then I would be doing collabs with them as well. Set Mount Blaze. That's good. Look at the info on this. Sets copped an early attract TM drop. Somebody who's in Zet's Cord, at Zet's and ask him how he rizzed up, and then just insert some top player that he's been on stream with, like Fredazi or Violet River. Or Mielke. Yeah, actually, ask him how he rizzed up Mielke. There's a lot going on in Zetscord. Everybody's still talking about the Pursuit Calc. Alright, now we get to do some freaking jobs here, so let's clear out all of our silent chasms. I should be at this stage... No, not yet. Oh, god dang it, I went to the wrong freaking place. That's not cool. I don't want to abandon this, because if I do, I will lose all my money and half of my items. So I guess we have to play this out. Which sucks, because Mount Freeze is a longer dungeon than I would have liked to play. Nobody's asked Zets how he rizzed up Mielke yet. There we go. How did I rizz up Zets? That's a great question. How did I rizz up Zets? Instead of giving like a joke answer, what happened, I think, was I made a video about Flygon and ADV. And then somebody on one of Zets' streams asked if I had if he had seen one of my videos. I think it was the one on Metacham. And then what was it? Then we got in contact at some point, and then we did a collab on Nidoqueen and Nidoking, which Nidoqueen is better, by the way. And then it's been history from there. I keep missing those gravel rocks, man. This sucks. I'm not getting literally anything out of this. Swords Dance is scary. There we go. Oh, so you, Mom's Dump Truck, you found me before you found Zets. All right, Mielke is gonna be wandering the forest alone. That actually is really dangerous because the our partner AI is pretty stupid, and the enemies in this game are pretty dangerous. So, oh, there's a slacking. See, the thing is, we need Zets to grow because people who end up watching Zets will watch me. Except because Zets doesn't post videos anymore, like, there's no way that he's going to grow. Um, unless people just keep catching his streams. Um, I guess we're gonna have to go down. Jeez. Oh my gosh. So the Viper has shed skin, so it can just cure its status immediately like that. Oh, this is not nice. Zets from Revival Tour comms. That makes sense. Zets will tell you that in fact it was Jimothy Cool himself that requested that Zets be on commentary. I actually don't know if Zets will tell you that, but that's what he told me. Handpicked by Jimothy Cool. Think about that. Yeah, I don't know if you know much about Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, but Attract is one of the most broken moves in the game. Mielke just wanted to attack that slacking. Very Mielke-like. To attack a unviable Pokemon. Tetra likes bear himbo types. Oh my gosh. Can I leave? Yes. Okay, good. Some would say that Tetra is the bear himbo type, although I don't think I would consider myself a himbo. You can read between the lines on that one. We'll take that. Having a math degree disqualifies me from being a himbo? I mean, probably. Any good TMs? Nope. I'll tell you this. Some of the people that I was in math and physics with, they were You could be fooled. We'll just say that. We used to have a hangout room in one of the academics buildings for physics majors because there were like all of 10 of us. And well, that's not true. There were more than 10, but um, somebody like convinced us all to get really into chess, and I never like got into it enough to practice, but they signed me up for like the a chess tournament and somehow figured out some sort of seeding, and I guess out of 16 I was considered the ninth seed somehow. I beat whoever the 8 seed was, and then I had to play the considered the 1 seed, and I played the craziest game of chess I've ever done. Like, I don't know how I beat the guy so thoroughly. And you know that if we did the chess accuracy on it, then I probably like blundered like 20 pieces. Um, and then I lost my match right after that. So there you go. I don't know if that has anything to do with anything, but I am not good at chess, by the way. I think if I played like somewhat seriously, I could maybe get like maybe 1,000, maybe 1,100 elo on chess.com, but that's not anything impressive. Keep in mind that chess elo floors out at 100 rather than 1,000. Secretly eating the pieces when his opponent isn't looking. I wouldn't cheat. Oop, there's Yanma. Alright, this Weedle better join us. Well, it can't join if the partner kills. Whoops. I'll put it like this. Whoever did the seeding for that, like, they must have just done it arbitrarily because there's no way. How obnoxious is it to get 100% in this game? I guess it depends on what you're considering 100% completion. I would consider that to mean max rescue team rank and all Pokemon recruited. It is a tall task. It is a grind and a half. Oh, I've got to rescue a Shroomish. Explorers of Sky is even harder because there are more Pokemon to recruit. I will say that this game, I mean, not to give away too much, but kind of thanks to my favorite Pokemon, is a little bit easier to get all Pokemon recruited. Sky is ridiculous. Plus, like the hardest dungeon in Sky, I think is considerably more difficult than the hardest dungeon in this game. You won your round 3. Congrats. That's Game Boo Advanced, who is a fantastic player. If you're not familiar with Booga, made it to bracket in Revival 3, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, that's one round further than I made it, so big props. We're gonna see Game Boo Advanced in Invitational soon. I have to find an Oranberry on this floor. Oh, I'm out of embers. Where are... Well, that's unfortunate to hear, Adia. What have you been playing, Adia? Oh, Yama's speed boost just activated. Speed boost is a broken ability in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Wait, did I find the... Okay, I think I already found the Oranberry. Blue off and TSS that Violet River gave you. Oh, you're getting tutored by Violet River? I wish somebody would fucking tutor me, man. That got snatched up right away and nobody wants to tutor Tetrafolium. That's okay. I mean, they know. They know that I have the GOAT coaching me. So maybe that's all the tutoring I need. Who's tutoring Zetsa Jonold is? There's Executor. And I think that was the last mission, so we'll get out of here. You expect some heat from Zets? I think Jonold is probably just going to teach him how to play more standard stall teams. Which is good for him. You need a little bit of stall in your diet. I think that every ADV tournament player should have Machamp stall. Okay, that's crazy. Should have like a balance team, an offense team, and then like a slower paced balance or stall team that they can play. And then you can make alterations to those to cast a wider net. So like say if your balance team is big 5, then try different 6s, or try doing something like dropping Gengar for Salamence, or stuff like that, you know? And then if your like if your stall team is like V5, which I wouldn't call most variations of V5 stall, but then try out like different water types and different sixth on that, and so on and so forth. And if your offense is slop, then stop playing the game. No, I'm kidding. Slop is cool. Sandless balance. If you want to see some sandless balance teams in action, I would recommend either watching ABR or Triangles. I'm gonna skip through this Gardevoir cutscene. Gardevoir's an agent of the spirits, apparently. I hope one day that I can have some decent enough tournament results that somebody will ask, I want to learn how to play such and such team, and I can say, oh, look at my set versus, I don't know, Bradazzi in Gymvitational 5 or whatever. But it's gonna take a while to get there. So the implication of this cutscene is that Gardevoir's partner was a human trainer, and it's not us, but we have, because we're the main character. We have an important role to play regardless. Anybody who has not played this game before, do you have any guess on what Pokemon Gardevoir's partner has turned into? And I'm going to say Gallade is not an answer because only Gen 3 Pokemon. Articuno? Okay, I'll give you a hint. It's not a legendary bird. Wait, Mom's dump truck. You're getting to play Fear X Ninetales in a tournament? I'm Why Not, and this is Wow Buffett. We have a notice on the bulletin board outside of Pelipper's post office. Wobbuffet! Please look at it for me, please, please. Wobbuffet! Please help me. I have to go now. Wobbuffet! Oh, you pulled Fear X Ninetales' tail. I see. Guys, should we let Wobbuffet back into ADV-OU? I keep falling for this same freaking thing, man. The heal ribbon is pretty good. do Ravage Field. Why not? The Decrepit Lab will get you eventually. Alright, so this Uproar Forest is what we're supposed to take. There was a job posted on the bulletin board which said, "Punish bad Mankey." Did you two put up that job? Yup. Wabafet. A bad Mankey gang is going wild in the forest. Everyone is upset. Wabafet. We don't know why they are rampaging around, but they're always angry and attack anyone they see. Wabafet. Oh no, that's a problem. Tetra, we should go. Thank you, we're counting on you. Wabafet. Nice, we unlocked Uproar Forest. Yay. What's my job list looking like? We'll take a Mount Blaze. Deliver 1 gold gummy. What do we get for that? 300 gold for a gold gummy? Hell no. Is this the post game yet? No. I hate that in this version of the game, you have to keep, like, going to the friend area to get them to join your team. In, the remake, they would just automatically be on your team. So, let's see. Yeah, we're gonna do Uproar Forest. I wish we got to use that other day to clear out some more jobs, because we could have been at silver rank, I think, by now. Alright, so Uproar Forest is going to be one of the most annoying loops in this part of the game. The reason being is that we have to search for a particular item called a coconut. So, or is it a coconut or is it a chestnut? It's a chestnut. I know this game. I've played it before. I don't like Bide. There we go. Oh, C-Dot wants to join the team. Yeah, let's take it. C-Dot, level 16. Cool. C-Dot, for the love of God. Oh my God. I didn't know that it would make it use Earthquake. Okay, that's not good. Earthquake is a room-wide move that targets your allies as well. So, actually, C-Dot, don't use that move. I don't know what move I want C-Dot to use. Probably none of them. Why do we go from beating the legendary birds to fighting a gang of Mankey? Because this game is really, really well paced. In its progression. Alright, we need to get some chestnuts here. So everybody in the chat, praise RNGesus for some chestnut luck. Cloudy, believe, makes normal type moves do more damage. Um, I'm not so familiar with all the weather options in this game. Okay. When you become confused, you will choose a random direction to attack in. But you can bypass that by throwing an item. You will always throw an item in the direction that you're supposed to be throwing it in. So you see how that Absol just attacked the corner there? You can end up attacking your own partners if you do that. So be careful about your inputs. Why do we need to get our money up? I mean, obviously, we always need to get our money up, but... Oh, right, because, you're referring to the game here. That was annoying. I should have just used another Ember. Alright, I don't think we'll find another... I don't think we'll find a chestnut in here. See, I told you that Earthquake would target the allies as well. Real Mystery Dungeon heads will know that Earth Power is superior to Earthquake. Well, I guess if you're solo, it doesn't matter. Mielke said take no prisoners there. I'm gonna see if we can find possibly a chestnut here. Dang it. I'm gonna leave that cherry berry where it is. I don't think I've seen a Pokemon die to burn in Mystery Dungeon in a long time. We're just gonna Ember away. It's freaking hailing. Alright, hail does pretty much exactly what you know and love it to do in Generation 3. I.e. waste your time. I'll just eat that. Any Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky enjoyers who messing around in the hidden lands, knowing where immediately when a bomb of snow is on the floor. I am taking some damage here. I believe that hail outpaces your passive healing. Does leave. We're gonna get through this without finding a single freaking chestnut, aren't we? Efficiency expert. I don't remember what that IQ does. What are we doing here, Absol? Come on. Don't sell me like that. You know, I'm just gonna use a max elixir. Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be a... I mean, I could have maybe checked to see the other floors there, but... Oh well. Mankey picked up a Pecha Berry. This is not the gang of Mankeys that we were looking for, but... Oh, come on, Zets. If I don't get one chestnut from this go through, I'm gonna be a little upset. There we go. There's a chestnut. Let's go. I'll just eat this green gummy. The chestnut cookies. Those sound like they could be good. Let's see if I can greedily get another chestnut. Oh, my attack rose. Big. Alright, there's no floors here. Not there. Okay. All right. My greed was too much. It's the Tiny Woods theme. Huh? What is it, you? We don't like to brag or nothing, but we get furious real easy, you know that? What really irritates us as Seans is when we see some dim-witted faces. Roar! That vacant expression. Whoa, it's ticking me off. I'm seeing red. McKee, get 'em, it's frenzy time. Alright. So the Mankey fight here, this is one of the easiest bosses in the game. Yeah. You just got one shot. Get used to that, though. Like we promised, we showed the Mankey gang they shouldn't monkey around. That should teach them not to be so wild. Everyone, thank you for everything, really. Wabba Fett. Yes, we're filled with gratitude. This is our thanks. We received a peeled chestnut as a reward. This? A peeled chestnut? Yes, it's a peeled chestnut. You see, we don't have any money. Wabba Fett. So we can only give you a chestnut as our reward. Are you unhappy? No. We're fine with this. Peeled chestnuts are delicious. I think they're great, haha. A little money would have been nice. Hey, you! Oh, no, the Mankey gang. Wabba Fett? That Mankey gang. Did they chase us here to get us back? That's right, you! You got lucky, don't mess with us. We're not gonna lose this time. We'll pulverize you. McKee! Crush them! Why are we scared? We literally one-shot them with Ember. Whoa, look at that. Chestnut! It is. It's a peeled chestnut. What? What are they doing? They look like they're having a discussion. Wabba Fett. What's going on? Listen. You got something we want. That peeled chestnut you have. Can we have it? We, love peeled chestnuts. Like, we love them so much, we can't think of a life without chestnuts. This is like me with Raising Cane's. Can't you just get chestnuts by yourselves? You know how chestnuts have that spiky shell? Trying to peel that spiky shell, it hurts. We end up losing our tempers. That's why we're asking. Give us that peeled chestnut. We'll do whatever you want. What do you think? Should we give them our peeled chestnut? Yeah, why not? I know. Listen, Mankey Gang. How are you with physical labor? Physical labor? You mean muscle work? We have muscles, but we don't like work. But if it's for that peeled chestnut... Okay, this is what we'll do. We're going to make our rescue team base something more impressive than this. Rescue team base? That's right. Our rescue team base. If you would help us with the building of our rescue team base, we could give you this peeled chestnut. How does that sound? Okay, we'll help. Really? You'll help us? Yeah, leave it to us. We'll carry in the materials and get the place built double quick. In return, hand over that peeled chestnut. Me too, I'll help too. I'll spit silk for gluing things together. I'll help too. Wabba Fett. Felt bad because we only had a peeled chestnut for your reward. Wobba Fett. Thanks, everyone. Okay, let's get a move on. Okay. Okay. There we go. Several days later. All those days we could have been farming for points, man. Whew, our base is coming along quickly. Wobba Fett. We owe everyone for this. Alright, I'm gonna stop saying Wobba Fett. I'm getting annoyed. Don't wanna. They don't wanna work, man. Work is boring. I feel you, Mankey Gang. So, basically, why does Wobba Fett keep saying its name? Is it stupid? Oh, man. Sure is. So, basically, the next loop of this game is going to be... we're going to have to farm for peeled chestnuts to give to the Mankey Gang. I think we end up having to give them 3 total, which is a really long and boring grind. So I think we're actually going to call it soon after I get kind of through with all this clerical work here. Just bought the last friend area that's available to us. That's not all the friend areas. We'll get some more unlocked soon. But now I'm also going to be checking the info on some of these. I'm looking for a specific reward. So we'll have to remember that. We've got double frothy forest. I'll take that. And yeah, I'm gonna go back to the rescue team base. Well, hold on. Let's check for any amazing TMs here. Thunderbolt is fan-freaking-tastic. It's a great move, but I am not gonna be able to afford it. Yeah, so we're gonna have to keep running through Uproar Forest to get more chestnuts, which is my least favorite part of the game. But that will do it. I'm gonna pause this. Switch over to this. Yeah, it's Thanksgiving here in America. Well, on Thursday. And I'm going to be going back home, which is quite far away from where I live right now. So I will not be able to record or stream anything for a little while. But I do have one video already uploaded and scheduled to come out on Friday. I will have another video edited tonight to come out next Tuesday, so you're going to still be hearing from Tetrafolium. Of course, there's also Battle of the Week, which I'm going to have to get coordinated with Zets and whomever is going to be streaming that for us. Good luck to me, bad luck to Zets. Not really, but I'll have to cook up something. Make sure that I can put Zets in his place. You know, he's been talking a lot of crap. Except not really. I've been the one talking all the crap here. But yeah, that'll be it. We'll see you all sometime soon. The next stream will probably be either late next week or early the following week. I'll have to figure out if we want to do like what day consistently can we do streams. I might take Zetz's old replay of the week slot because it seemed like a lot of people were available around then. I know that not everybody cares about Mystery Dungeon, which I mean they're missing out, but seemed like it was working out for many of us. So yeah, we will talk to you later. So see ya, everyone. Testing, testing.